Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's show. Today we present to you Homer, the eighth wonder of the world. King Homer from Jakks Pacific. Yes, this is Whatcha Figure. Welcome back to the channel. I am Country Boy, and today we are looking at the plushie of King Homer from Jakks Pacific. I did recently a Krusty doll, and that thing was cool because it was basically the Krusty doll from the series, from the Treehouse of Horror episode that you remember back in the day. And that thing was perfect. I don't think they could have done anything different to make it any better. Maybe his mouth could have moved. Nah, that would be overkill. It would have been unnecessary and way too expensive that ways. So when I did that, I was like, oh man, I heard about this King Homer, and I was like, it's from the same Treehouse of Horror, actually, surprisingly. It's from Treehouse of Horror 3, I believe it was. So I was like, I love King Kong, and I love The Simpsons. This is a perfect match for me. I don't normally collect plush dolls, but I wanted this guy. As soon as I saw him, that's an awesome idea. They also have like the smaller version of like you get with the Homers and the other Simpsons characters. Is like King Homer also like in that scale. He's like 5 inches or maybe 6 inches something, and that's cool too. It comes with a stand and like his he has like some movement as well too of the arms, so he can like break out and stuff like that. It looks cool. I didn't get that. Maybe sometime down the line if I see it out in the wild, I'll pick it up. But for now, I just wanted one version of the King Homer, and this guy looks so cool. You know what? But I hate to say this, I'm not gonna open the packaging because I do like this packaging, and I saw the way that they're packaged in here. It's not. You gotta break off these little plastic tabs and snaps. And it's like, if you do that, he's gonna be all loose in there, and I don't really want him loose inside the box. I want him to just stay in here because this box kind of adds to the appeal. But without further ado, let's get to looking at the packaging. So as you can see, you got King Homer in the nice big window box. It was similar to the Krusty doll. It's the same size of packaging. It says King Homer at the bottom right there. And you go to the side here, and it's like an apartment building that he would have climbed up. It says stage door right there, and you got a fire escape on the side. And on the back, you can see a giant image of King Homer. That's how he looked in the classic Treehouse of Horror episode of The Simpsons. There you go. It says right there, Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. King Homer again. And there he is with his chains and stuff broken off. Looks just like him. And then on the side here, you can see more of the wall that he busted out of. Looking cool. And then there you go to the front. Go to the top. King Homer, eighth wonder of the world. Go to the bottom, and there is some gobbledygook. Go ahead and read that if you want to. That's up to you. And like I said, we are not going to be opening this up, but we can maybe look at some of the finer details in this guy. You can see King Homer. He looks soft and plushy and so awesome. He looks like King Homer did in that Treehouse of Horror. And in the background too, you can see like the stand that he would have been on with the chains and all that stuff, and around his wrists. Hopefully you can see kind of that detail as well too. There is the chains on his wrists and his ankles as well too, his feet. He does have all those stuff, but those are just like paper, not plastic, and that's why I didn't want to open it, because I don't want to rip the paper off of his arms and his legs. I think it looks good on him, and I think he looks best inside the packaging. And his face, it looks like Homer does. He's got definitely the level of detail of Homer and the King Homer. You can even see like the two little hairs that are on his head. I don't know if you can see very well on camera the way that I'm showing you here, but I just want to do a quick spotlight of this character and this action figure, because I wanted this thing, and I'm happy I haven't. But now I'm a little bit sad because I won't be able to open it and I won't be touching it. Maybe if I get a second one down the line. That's crazy. Why would I get a second one? I'm not that kind of collector. I'm the guy that opens things. But this time, I just wanted to keep this guy in the packaging, and I think he looks really cool. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this episode so far, and if you are, please, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell on the side as well too, ding, go ahead and do all that stuff. Also, leave some comments down below. I am CountryBoy_9, but I'm also known as CountryBoyNiner, a whole bunch of different places, like right here on YouTube. I'm also on a bunch of different places, like TikTok and Letterboxd and Instagram and all those different places as well. Check me out. And I'm also on a couple of different channels with my friends called Wasted Opinions. We have a blast. We talk video games, movies, TV shows, comic books, food, whatever you can think of. We've talked about it on that channel, so check us out. But I'm also on another channel with one of my friends called Mallard Matinee. We basically just review movies. We have different themes every month. We do at least 2 movies each month. and we have a blast doing that. There's movies we've seen, movies we haven't seen, and just movies that we want to see. Some are good, some are bad. You never know what we're going to talk about next. But without further ado, let's get back to King Homer. Yeah, sorry if I got your hopes up that you thought I'd be opening this up, but I just couldn't do it with this guy. I just really wanted to pick him up, and I wanted to show a highlight of this awesome figure. Jakks Pacific is just knocking it out of the park with their Simpsons line. I think they're doing an awesome job with their smaller. They're doing like the little like 3 3/4 inch toys, plus they're doing like the 5 and 6 inch toys, and now they're doing plushies as well too. They've also done like a Funzo. They've done a Moe's bar phone as well too, where Bart calls in, does the prank calls. They're doing such an awesome line there, and they're also, I also saw that they're doing like the Simpsons car, where you can fit all the characters from the Simpsons inside the car. So cool! Why haven't they done this multiple times before in the past? I know that Playmates did a line similar to this back in the day, but there hasn't been one since then. I know Super 7 tried doing a Simpsons line, but they were just too big, and you know what? They pulled the license from them. Probably rightly so. I got one figure from that line, and they were just too expensive, they were too big, and I couldn't be all in on that one. I'm not all in on this one either. Like there's a lot of Simpsons stuff out there, but there might be a few characters that I pick and choose. But that is gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Country Boy, and I put the sass in Sarsaparilla. But as always, be sure to let me know what you figure. Hey, thanks for sticking around, everybody. I am Country Boy, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff for you. You can go check it out on my channel. I got that Homer that I talked about. I got that Krusty doll I talked about. Some Simpsons stuff. Not a lot of Simpsons stuff, but I got some Simpsons stuff. Simpsons? I'm saying that weird, aren't I? Anyways, check out my channel. I got a bunch of other stuff as well, too. You might just enjoy. You never know what might tickle your fancy.